Spinning your wheels trying to find a great deal on new tires? Stop going round and round. Just get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer, your go-to for new tires. Really, they take care of everything. Whatever you drive, any make or model, they've got you covered with a great selection of major tire brands expertly installed by certified pros. Plus, they're priced to compete, and you might be surprised how well they stack up. So, for new tires, get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer. Then roll out confidently.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
1-0, the Angels lead as Joey Cantillo takes the mound in the bottom of the second for the Guardians, facing Josh Lowe. Right fielder, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs for ball one. Lowe batting .213 with 10 home runs, 27 driven in. Had to work through some injury issues this season. Here's Cantillo's 1-0 delivery to Lowe. Off speed again. Stays high for ball two. And we want to send out happy birthday wishes, belated birthday wishes to the best traveling secretary in baseball, Jared Jones. Next pitch is down low for a ball. Jared Jones, birthday number 33 today. And when you're from Indiana and you're 33, that's the Larry Bird birthday.
Kind of a big deal.
Larry Bird, number 33 for his tremendous career. There's a pitch down low for a ball. Lowe draws a 4-pitch walk and a leadoff base runner, but JJ celebrating his birthday last night and now rewarded with a travel day today.
Amen. But it was at least nice of the boys to reward his birthday with a very nice team-oriented victory at that.
Yes. And now right back to work. The travel days are the World Series days for the travel guys.
If you want to call it that.
They have to be on their game, and JJ as good as anybody. Denzer Guzman steps in. Takes a pitch outside and high for ball one. Now the 1-0 from Joey Cantillo. Low and inside. 2-0 the count. I don't know how those guys keep track of it on a travel day.
I know.
I mean, I don't know how many suitcases
JJ might have arguably the hardest job of anybody in the entire organization. The amount of jobs that he has underneath his umbrella of travel director.
The 2-0 outside. 3-0.
Exponentially large amount of jobs that poor JJ has to do. But like you said, he always does it with a smile. He's more than happy to help. And unbelievable at his job.
Now the 3-0 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. Guzman, young third baseman. And again, the Angels undergoing roster turnover, trying to get younger, full rebuild. The 3-1, outside and high for ball four. So back-to-back walks by Cantillo. And with nobody out, that's runners at first and second for the Angels. Out to the mound, Austin Hedges to have a chat with him.
Yeah, this is a good visit here from Austin. 7 straight balls before Joey got a strike in there to Guzman before that final ball four. I think this group in the infield right now knows how important it is for Joey to get it deep into this ball game as he possibly can. Again, hot, humid, probably a little sweat on the hands. Maybe not the best feel for the baseball, but they're going to have to find a way this afternoon to get him through at the very least, 5 innings. You got to think.
You would think that they have to get there somehow, some way. Hey, the Guardians and PNC Bank are going to bat for small business. Throughout the season, join PNC Bank in honoring 6 local businesses that could make a difference in the community. Tyler Heineman steps in. The pitch to him. He shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it down low for a ball. Heineman, a nice pickup in a cash deal with the Blue Jays back in June. Veteran catcher. Played in 33 games with the Jays this year. Right-handed batter, the pitch to him. Shows bunt, pops it up behind the plate. Hedges is there, and he makes the catch. In foul territory, Heineman pops out trying to bunt.
Well, thank you very much. First and foremost, that's an uneasy feeling. Your job there is to get that ball put on the ground. Popped it up just off the dirt there at home plate. Easy play for Austin Hedges. And now, again, you hope that's maybe that little break that Joey needs to find himself back in the strike zone and cruise.
Bryce Teodosio steps in, and he takes a strike on the inside corner with the curve. 1-0, Angels lead. And they are threatening here in the second inning with 2 on, 1 out. And their number 9 hitter, Teodosio, just up from AAA Salt Lake today. In the lineup in center field, but batting just .198 in 34 big league games this year. Open stance from that right side. And now Cantillo steps off. Off day tomorrow for the Guardians. They're back at it Friday night, opening up that 10-game homestand against Kansas City. Next pitch, low and in for a ball. Royals for 3, and then an off day Monday. Blue Jays come in for 3, and then the Tigers for 4 on Labor Day weekend. Now the 1-1. Curveball missed outside, 2-1. So, command an issue early for Cantillo.
Yeah, it has been. And again, it's when Joey's good, he is in the strike zone early and often. And I've said this multiple times. I still, to this day, think he has the best pure stuff of any starter on our staff.
The 2-1. Curveball, strike on the inside corner. And leaving it at 2-2.
And sometimes when you have stuff as nasty as Joey's, it can be very difficult to control on a daily basis. His last start was in Colorado. You and I talked about this before the game.
First the 2-2, low and in, ball 3.
About how his curveball was breaking 4 inches less up in Colorado. So trying to find that arm spot, your release point for that pitch, getting that ball to go or break the direction and the depth that you want it to now coming here to sea level, and it's hot and humid. Not an easy task to continue to find in-game that release point you need.
And that's where you feel for the Rockies pitchers, because they go through this all the time.
Yes.
For the Guardians, it's once every other year. The 3-2 pitch. Low and in, ball 4. A walk to Teodosio, and now they're loaded up on walks with only 1 out. And arguably the top hitter for the Angels, Zach Neto, coming in. Neto at the top of the lineup, singled his first time up, and he'll have to wait as pitching coach Carl Willis is on his way to the mound to have a chat with Joey Cantillo. Don't forget the September Guardians Ballpark Pass presented by Planet Fitness is on sale now. Get a standing room only ticket to all 13 September home games, just $59. Matchups in there against the White Sox and Tigers, among others. Ballpark Pass is available at CLEGuardians.com. Another mound meeting complete as Willis heads back to the dugout. 4 walks already in the game for Cantillo, 3 this inning. And now Neto steps in. Long set, here's the pitch. Outside and high for ball 1. Josh Lowe, the base runner at third. Denzer Guzman is out at second. And Bryce Teodosio is on at first. 1-0 Angels already. Here's the pitch. And it's outside and high, ball 2. Cantillo battling those command issues early. Trying to settle in a hurry. Here's his pitch. Swung on, a chopper foul outside of third. So 2-1 the count on Zach Neto. out of Campbell University in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. He's from Miami, but said none of the Florida schools recruited him.
No kidding.
When it was time to go to school and play college ball. Here's the 2-1. And it was inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. It clipped Neto on the way by in the knee. So he's hit by a pitch that forces in a run from third, and it's 2-0 Angels. Josh Lowe comes down the line from third. Neto heads to first with his 64th run batted in. Base is still loaded, still only one out.
It looked like this ball got Zach Neto on the back knee, just grazed that back knee. And now again, Joey Cantillo needed a ground ball here against Mike Trout in the worst kind of way.
Trout looks at an off-speed pitch outside for ball one. Very few fastballs so far today from Cantillo, and sometimes he'll use that a little bit more often than you would think to take hitters off the breaking stuff. There's a swing and a line drive to center. Coming on, making the catch is Stephen Kwan. Tagging, heading for home, and scoring standing up is Guzman. The throw came into second. Teodosio got back there. But the sac fly by Mike Trout plates another run for the Angels, and it's now a 3-0 Angel lead.
Well, this is just a good job by Mike Trout. Not trying to do too much. Stay to the big part of the field. Get it out there just deep enough. And Stephen Kwan realizing as he's running in to catch this ball, because the play's right in front of him, the runner at second base initially broke to third. Thought about trying that ball out at second base.
Vaughn Grissom steps in. He takes a pitch low and in for ball one. Grissom reached on an infield single. There was a throwing error on the play, and the Angels' first run came around to score back in that first inning. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and that's lifted high in the air to right. Settling under it, Joe Adell. And the right fielder makes the catch. Side retired, but the Angels add a pair of runs, and we'll head to the third. It's Los Angeles 3, the Guardians nothing on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Rosie here. Can't handle a lineup of pests? Make a call to the bullpen. The Rose Home Service Program mows down pests year-round. Based on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, and each comes with a dedicated technician. The program keeps you ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problems? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash. Enjoy a fast, easy, and clean experience by becoming a Wash Smart Unlimited member, where you can wash at any of our locations for one low price, starting at just $22 a month. Or choose our absolute best Ceramic Floor Ultra, featuring ceramic treatment that's 4 times the shine and protection, plus free vacuums. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com. Proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
The pitch swung on, pounded, gone! Travis Bazzano with Cleveland's 4th home run of the game.
Catch the Guardians and Blue Jays September 1st through the 3rd at Progressive Field. Pick up great seats for all 3 games at CLEGuardians.com.
This is Bill Wills, back with you in morning news, sports, traffic, and weather together. News Radio, WTAM 1100.
Three 3-0 Angels as we hit the third inning. And it is the Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway inning. If a Guardians hitter blasts a Grand Slam here in the third, Kerry Politsky of Broadview Heights wins a Hyundai Kona, courtesy of your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers. Visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter. Brian Rocchio will get it started for the Guardians. Number 9 hitter, facing right-hander Grayson Rodriguez, who fires a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count on Rocchio. Rocchio batting .247, 10 homers, 54 driven in. Switch hitter, left side. Rodriguez fires away, and the off-speed pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Rodriguez right back to it, and it's swung on and foul-tipped at home plate.
Nice job there by Brian Rocchio, just trying to be a little pesky. That pitch was arguably too close to take, so good job. Lives to see another day here.
The 0-2 swung on, and he lifts it high in the air to left. But right there is Siri to make the catch. And there's one gone here in the top half of the third. Jim Rosenhaus along with Chris Jimenez this afternoon on loan from Guardians TV. Tom Hamilton with the road trip off, but Hammy will be back on Friday night when the team returns home to take on the Royals. Big homestand coming up. We have Mike Noto with us in the booth here in Anaheim, and back home at Command Center, Brian Motze. Here's the pitch. Stephen Kwan takes it for a strike on the outside corner. Kwan had another base hit leading off the game today after a 5-for-5 night last night. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs for a ball. 1-1. We hope you're enjoying your late afternoon back home. Maybe you're in the car driving home from work and have the game on. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Bright sunny day here in Anaheim with our game time temperature of 92, and it's up to 94 now.
I believe it.
We might get triple digits today.
Well, I did see on the news this morning that was a possibility.
The 2-1 swung on, and that's lifted foul and out of play on the left. And again, very few fans are out in the sunshine. There's a big upper deck here in a second level, so some shade throughout the ballpark. The 2-2 swung on, lined foul, left side out of play. And everybody's tucked underneath.
Nice play down there, too. A gentleman with a barehanded jumping catch.
That's a game on a Wednesday afternoon.
Absolutely.
The 2-2 swung on. There's a tapper to the second baseman. Up with it Moore, and he throws low. Ball bobbled, but they say that Grissom hung on to it long enough for the out. So Kwan is retired for the second out in the inning. And that'll bring up Travis Bazzana. Yeah, look, a lot of the folks under cover here. Just a brave few getting that good bright sunshine. We'll see how long they last out there. And as Bazzana steps in, here's the pitch. And it's on the outside corner for a strike. I mean, no lie. Chris, I think there's 12 people in the bleachers and right.
Yeah.
The 1-0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2.
I kind of imagine that is about the hottest place on earth right now, those bleachers.
It looks like tinfoil out there.
It does.
We probably
and the
shouldn't
sun
laugh.
Just radiating off those poor seats.
Yes. Now the 0-2 pitch from Grayson Rodriguez. Breaking ball down low, checked his swing. It's been that kind of road trip. The strength and conditioning staff, the training crew, it has been all about hydration and everything else that they do to keep these guys going in a good direction when it's hot. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, foul back.
Yeah, they certainly made their money this trip for sure. And again, I was talking with Tanner Bybee the other day about that specific thing, it being the first time he pitched in Colorado, and just asked him if he felt a noticeable difference. And he said he was absolutely blown away with how much of a difference he felt being at altitude.
There's the 1-2. Swung on, ground ball, first base, fair ball, diving stop Grissom, backhand toss to first, not in time. Safe at first is Bazzana with an infield single, despite a great effort from the first baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Well, that was a great effort. He smothered that baseball, rolled around, and as he rolled, tried to get up and shovel that ball to a Grayson Rodriguez. The ball shoveled, his glasses actually came off of his hat, and he threw those and the ball at the same time. I saw something go flying, was wondering what it was. We had a chance to see it here on the replay. Fortunately, he may need to wipe those off before he puts them back on his hat.
Rodriguez must have been wondering, what is going on? Well, Bazzana at first. 2-out base runner for the Guardians. They trail 3-0. Angels with 3 runs on just 2 hits. No runs, 4 hits for the Guardians. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for ball 1. Jose Ramirez, the batter, a single his first time up, building off the big night last night when he had the 3 doubles and 5 runs batted in. The pitch to him, outside for a ball. 2-0 the count on Jose.
Well, I'm sure Jose would love to find his way on right now with Joe Adell on deck. You just feel like Joe's kind of waiting for that signature welcome home moment.
The 2-0 swung on line, and it hit Bazzana. The line drive hits Bazzana, so the inning is over. Another line drive for Jose Ramirez, ticketed for right field. But with Bazzana at first, he started making that move to second and got smoked with that line drive. It looks like he's okay. The side is retired, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. Anaheim, the score, the Angels 3, the Guardians nothing.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children.
Christian Moore, who swings and misses for strike 1. Moore walked his first time up. 1-1 the count on him. 3-0 Angels lead as Cantillo delivers the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Last inning ended on a line drive off the bat of Jose Ramirez that hit the base runner Travis Bazzana. So Ramirez gets credit for a single. He's now 2 for 2. And because Bazzana's out, the out is reported unassisted by the second baseman. Here's the 1-2. In tight, 2-2. And Bazzana stays in the game at second. He was drilled.
Yes, he was.
Near the ribs, maybe?
No, I think that actually got his arm, his right arm.
Now the 2-2. Upstairs for a ball, 3-2. Cantillo, he's really had command issues here today. 4 walks already, as well as a hit batsman, and that forced in a run last inning. Here's his payoff pitch. Swung on, foul back, and out of play, straight back. We'll do it again on 3-2.
Well, if Joey can find a way to keep the game score as it is, we saw the bullpen for Anaheim get worked overly aggressively yesterday night. You hope this offense has got another comeback in them.
The 3-2, down low, ball 4, more walks for the second time. Park early, all kinds of fun activities, and post-game kids run the bases. The pitch to Siri is swung on and missed for strike 1. That's presented by Cleveland Clinic. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com. Moore with a leadoff walk off the bag at first. Here's the pitch, and Siri takes it on the inside corner. Strike 2 call. There was a good fastball. We haven't seen many fastballs so far from Cantillo.
We haven't, but I have seen Joey wipe his hand off on his pants about 6 times.
The 2-0 curve just missed outside.
And again, I know the humidity out here, which is not something you're used to on the coast, but you got to feel like that's giving him fits with holding on to the baseball.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, ground ball to short. Rocchio to the bag for 1. Bazzana to first. Double play. Nicely turned around the bag by the Guardians. 6-4-3.
Well, that was an outstanding job by Joey. Getting that ball put on the ground, a little 2-for-1 action right there. You love that. Now, if he can just find a way to get strike 1 and then try to expand from there. Go in the heart of the plate. It's okay to do that early in the count. Nothing he throws is straight, so everything he throws moves. So if you aim middle, give yourself the best room for air.
Josh Lowe, the batter, takes a pitch low and outside. It's 3-0 Angels, bottom of the 3rd. Here's Cantillo's 1-0 pitch to the veteran, Josh Lowe. Swung on and popped him up high in the air on the infield, battling the sun, Rocchio, and he makes the catch. Side retired. We head to the 4th. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians 0 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Get ready for summer with a new patio set during Wayside Furniture's Outdoor Furniture Special Purchase Event. Wayside bought several truckloads of severely discounted, high-quality outdoor furniture, and we're offering them to you at below market prices. Save on the latest designs, easy care fabrics, exceptional durability, and weather-resistant construction. Plus, ask about bonus cash discounts or special financing. Hurry in, all sales final. Wayside Furniture in Akron, keeping it local since 1937.
Get ready, Cleveland. Experience the wildest show in baseball as the Party Animals bring their one-of-a-kind high-energy entertainment to Progressive Field on Friday, September 25th and Saturday, September 26th. Catch every trick play and over-the-top moment from the ballpark's most exclusive spaces, including the luxurious Lexus Carnegie Club, high-energy KeyBank North Coast Social, Echo Victory Club, private suites, and SeatGeek infield boxes right near the action. Premium inventory is limited and moving fast. Lock in your seats today at premium.cleguardians.com.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash. Enjoy a fast, easy, and clean experience by becoming a Wash Smart Unlimited member, where you can wash at any of our locations for one low price, starting at just $22 a month. Or choose our absolute best Ceramic Floor Ultra, featuring ceramic treatment that's 4 times the shine and protection, plus free vacuums. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Metro Park's Emerald Necklace has 9 pristine golf courses surrounded by scenic beauty for you to explore. Book your tee time at clevelandmetroparks.com/golf. Your time, your place. Cleveland Metro Parks.
The Bloom Daddy Show. Played out in and around Cleveland. Tomorrow afternoon starting at 3 on WTAM 1100.
Guardians trailing 3-0 as Joe Adell will lead things off in the 4th inning for Cleveland. Adell bounced into a double play his first time up. He is 1 for 9 here in his return to Anaheim. And I mean, everybody here speaking so highly of Joe Adell's time with the Angels as he takes a pitch in tight from Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, from the elevator operators to the guys down at guarding the door downstairs by the clubhouse. They loved him.
They certainly love him. There's still a couple of Joe Adell giveaways.
The 0-1 swung on, chopped to short, up with it. Neto throws to first in time.
Next homestand, I believe there'll be a jersey giveaway. There's also a bobblehead still of Joe that they're going to continue to give away. So I think that shows, what he meant to this organization.
Now the other acquisition at the trade deadline, Nathaniel Lowe will step to the plate. And he singled his first time up. One of the others, I should say. Here's the pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. 3-0, Guardians trailing. Trying to get something going offensively here against Grayson Rodriguez, who's coming off a strong effort in a win over Houston his last time out. Did not allow an earned run in 7 innings against the Astros. Here comes his 0-1. Swung on, fouled away. Third base side. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeartRadio station.
The 0-2 to Nathaniel Lowe is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Low down on strikes. 2 quick outs for Grayson Rodriguez in the top half of the 4th inning as he records his second strikeout. And with the bases empty, here comes Angel Martinez, who flied to center his first time up. Rodriguez delivers, and his pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Jim Rosenhaus along with Chris Jimenez this afternoon with Mike Noto, our on-site engineer, and Brian Motze back at Command Center. On a hot day in Anaheim, 94 degrees and climbing with bright sunshine. Here's the 0-1. Inside it hit him. Down goes Martinez in that left side batter's box, and he is slow to get up.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's been hit on that back leg before and was actually wearing a guard on his back knee at one point during the season. This was a slider that it was a heat seeker. Oh man, right on the shin of his back leg, just to the inside of the calf. That could not have felt good.
Well, he makes it down to first base. He'll stay in the game for now as Angel Hanau steps in. Switch hitting third baseman today for the Guardians. Fly to center, first time up. Guardians trailing 3-0. Trying to chip away here at Grayson Rodriguez, who fires a breaking ball strike on the outside corner.
Well, we've seen Grayson Rodriguez be very aggressive early in the count with forcing fastballs.
Next pitch to Martinez, Hanau is outside for a ball.
But he's mixed in some sliders early in the count as well. But with a 3-run lead, you love to see how aggressive he's being in the strike zone. That's kind of that thought process Joey can take.
Here's the 1-1. Outside and low, 2-1. Guardians came into play today back over the 500 mark at 67-66. Currently hold the third and final wild card spot. The 2-1 swung on, ground ball up the middle, and a base hit into center. Speeding around second on his way to third is Martinez. And Angel Hanau with another sharp base hit up the middle. Guardians have runners on the corners with 2 down.
Well, again, another excellent swing by Angel Hanau. Just a laser beam up the middle. Got a pitch to his liking, up and out over the plate. Put a good smooth swing on it. And Angel Martinez, that's about as easy of a first to third as you can ask for right there. And now let's see if we can't get a little something cooking here with Austin Hedges coming up in 2 outs.
Meeting at the mound as the catcher Heineman went out. Don't forget, Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon is here to keep you and your team fueled up all summer long. Marathon, driven together. Guardians down 3-0, but an opportunity here in the 4th. With runners on the corners, 2 outs, and Austin Hedges the batter. Hedges fly to center his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. Down low, ball 1. Manager Stephen Vogt giving Austin Hedges a lot of credit for keeping this team's mindset positive when they were going through some tough stretches in the month of June. And kind of on the fringes of the postseason picture for a while. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball outside. 1-1. He said Edgy just keeps reinforcing that by the time it's all said and done, they're going to be at the top of the division and in the postseason.
And you got to have that positive mentality always. There's one guy in the clubhouse that can keep it.
The 2-0. There's a strike on the inside corner.
And Hedgie's that guy that's just continually positive. But I think he's honest positive, too. There's certain times when it's okay as the team leader, the team morale guy, to get in someone's face and say the things that need to be said, have those tough conversations.
The 2-1. Strike 2 called at the top of the zone, and now it's 2-2 on Austin Hedges.
But the one thing Austin Hedges has not done is wavered in his thought process and his love and ability to keep this group together.
2-2 the count on him. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off at home plate. We'll do it again on 2-2 to Hedges. More than 10 years in the major leagues for Austin Hedges. And that includes a season where he won a World Series title with Texas, 2023. Trying to get back there with Cleveland. Time call just as it was close to a pitch clock violation.
Well, Tyler Heineman was the one to call that timeout, obviously realizing that Grayson Rodriguez was not ready to throw a pitch with that pitch clock down to 1 second.
Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Hedges caught looking, side retired. Guardians strand a pair, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians nothing.
My book club president says reading is, quote, not a competition. Well, I finished the book in one night anyway, so I win, Patty. I also got $365 in bonus bets just for betting $10 when I signed up for Bet365. No cliffhangers here, Patty. Just a happy ending. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Claim in app. T&Cs apply.
Hon, is your new pinball machine in our budget?
KeyBank will meet you in that our money is now our money moment.
Actually, our banker Steve recommended we start a joint checking account for bills and keep our individual accounts for things like pinball machines.
Did someone say Banker Steve? I was in the neighborhood in case you had any checking account questions.
Steve, you're always there for us. Now, how quickly can we open that account?
Steve, are you seeing this?
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Bybee into the motion, and the right-hander with the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss! Back foot slider ate him up. What a job by Tanner Bybee.
This is Tanner Bybee. You listen to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Truck started slow. Battery might be toast.
Slow starts are the first sign of heat damage to your battery. We'll test it, no charge.
Thanks. And if it is dead?
We'll set you up with a new, fully warranted battery, some up to 5 years, and we'll recycle the old one.
Thanks for the rundown. Lead the way.
Get free battery testing, charging, and recycling at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Joey Cantillo to face the bottom third of the Angels lineup. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, it's 3-0 Los Angeles. And Desmar Guzman will lead things off. Pitch to Guzman is low and in for a ball. Cantillo, he allowed a run in the first on his own throwing error. Here comes his 1-0 to Guzman. And Cantillo hung on to it, did not make the pitch. I don't know if he caught a spike on the mound. That'll go as a pitch clock violation.
I think he did catch a spike.
Oh, you see that? That could have...
It could have been terrifying. Yeah, I mean, anytime a pitcher has to shut down a windup like that, certainly scary.
The 2-0. Outside and high for ball 3. And the walks really hurt in the second inning. He walked 3 in the inning, hit a batter, and 2 runs scored. And that's where we stand, 3-0 Angels. The 3-0, way outside, ball 4, and that already for Joey Cantillo is walk number 6. Leadoff walk here in the fourth. Tyler Heineman will step in. He tried to bunt back in the second inning and popped out to the catcher, Austin Hedges, in foul ground. Here's the pitch, and Heineman takes a strike on the outside corner. Kind of an odd line score right now. 3 runs, only 2 hits, and no errors for the Angels. Guardians, no runs, 6 hits, and an error. There's Cantillo's 0-1. Swung on, yanked foul outside of third. 0-2 the count on Tyler Heineman. Again, picked up from the Blue Jays in mid-June.
He actually caught 2 of the 3 games we played in Toronto earlier on the season.
First start in this series. Here's the 0-2. Off speed, down low. Heineman. Been around a long time, as he was drafted back in 2012 by the Astros out of UCLA. The 1-2 swung on, and he lines one to right, but moving over, making the catch is Joe Adell. 1 away. And here comes the youngster Bryce Teodosio, just back up from the minor leagues today, and that's Salt Lake in the farm system for the Angels. Salt Lake City, you hear them every once in a while as a potential expansion city.
I've heard that name bounded about multiple times. I think that'd be a great place.
Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, popped up, first base side, foul ground. In the box, making the catch is low. Would that work, you think?
I think it would. I mean, it is a beautiful place. You're going to find it's probably very similar to what Denver is in Colorado for the Rockies and how they play. There's some elevation there. There's some weather that you may have to deal with as well, but the views are to die for, and a great fan base up there.
Top of the lineup, Zach Neto, the batter. Cantillo delivers, and it's swung on and missed, strike 1. Well, boy, it sure seems like the next round of expansion coming after everything's squared away on the labor front.
I would have to imagine. There's a few things that these two sides need to get ironed out before that happens.
Here's the 0-1 on the inside corner, strike 2 called. And it certainly seems like Nashville is a shoe-in to be one of the cities, and if they expand by 2.
They have been talking about Nashville for, it seems like, the last 20-plus years. Yeah. Funny enough, I've heard Oakland's name being thrown around in that, and I'm like, wait a minute. How is that considered an expansion team?
Throw to first. Back safely is Guzman. Well, they go one near the east with Nashville taking care of that, and then I think they'd want to balance it with one out west, and we'll see. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a tapper foul at home plate. 0-2 the count on Zach Neto, who has singled and driven in a run when he was hit by a pitch. That was back in the second inning.
Yeah, I suppose if you're going to get hit by a pitch, you know, having an RBI come along with that's probably the only thing that makes that feel better.
Cantillo from the stretch. Here's his pitch. Swung on, blasted foul, upper deck over on the first base side. We'll do it again on 0-2 to Neto.
I don't know if you've seen some of the realignment possibilities as well if there is expansion.
The 0-2. Just a bit outside, 1-2. I mean, it sounds like they're going to blow the whole thing up and start over.
It's kind of what it sounds like, yeah.
And make maybe more regional type divisions.
Correct.
If they can make them more regional. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner, and the pitch is popped up on the infield. Settling under it, Rocchio, and he makes the catch. The shortstop does to retire Neto. And the Angels in the fourth. 4 complete in Anaheim. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians nothing.
Celebrating 50 years of impact, Ohio University's Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine leads the way from Cleveland to communities across our great state as the #1 producer of primary care doctors in Ohio. Learn more at ohio.edu/medicine.
More flavors, more indulgence, more reasons to choose Perry's ice cream. Richer, creamier, real ice cream in every scoop makes Perry's a home run combination. Whether you're watching the Guardians at home or at the ballpark. From curated classics to bold originals and everything in between, Perry's has a flavor for you. Make every day a winner and treat yourself to Perry's at Progressive Field or find us at your local retailer today. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
This season, PNC and the Guardians are going to bat for small business. This month's winning business is Jim Aleshi's Place. This family-owned and operated Italian import and specialty food store in Solon is best known for its deli, bakery, and catering. As a proud part of the Solon community since 1991, Aleshi's has served as a welcoming place where great food and community come together for lunch, catered events, and family celebrations. Come discover the taste of Italy by visiting their store at 32910 Solon Road today.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment from skid steers to scissor lifts to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
This is Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning at 7:45, a $100 gas card you could win at WTAM 1100.
Fifth inning, Brian Rocchio to lead things off for the Guardians, and he takes strike one on the outside corner. Facing Grayson Rodriguez, who has thrown the ball well, a second straight start where he has been awfully tough on the opposition. Next pitch to Rocchio, line down the right side, foul.
Ball just going foul, too. And boy, that would have been a nice start to this inning.
And Guardians down by 3 and really haven't gotten much going against Rodriguez.
Well, they've had opportunities. Just once again, that kind of big hit with runners in scoring position eluding them.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and that's line to left center, sinking fast, coming over, making the catch, and then dropping it is Siri, and into second goes Rocchio. Boy, it looked like Siri was going to make a circus catch, but he couldn't hang on.
He was full-out Superman style, and I do believe that ball just hit off of his thumb and kind of rattled around in his glove a little bit there. It did just hit right off the thumb. And he had to go a long way to get leather on that ball. But here we are. Brian Rocchio finding himself with a leadoff double in the fifth.
Double number 19 for Rocchio. Now Stephen Kwan at the plate. Here's the pitch. And Rodriguez fires a strike on the outside corner. 95 on the fastball that time. Again, his last start, Houston. 2 unearned runs he allowed in 7 innings. The pitch to Kwan. Swung on, yanked foul outside of first. Guardians have seen him before, twice with Baltimore. He was 1-0, an earned run average of 3.00. Last year, shoulder woes, an elbow issue, and he missed the entire season. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, chopped back over the mound. The shortstop charging Neto. Gloves and throws, and Kwan's retired. But he does advance the base runner as Rocchio ends up at third with less than 2 down.
Well, again, a good read there by Brian Rocchio. Soft chopper over Grayson Rodriguez's head. It's an easy read to get yourself to third base here. Now with 1 out, Travis Pizzana up at the plate. Again, the infield will be back here, so your thought as Travis Pizzana, I have to find a way to put something in the field of play.
Here's the pitch from Rodriguez, and it's outside for ball 1. So far today, Pizzana has struck out and reached on an infield single. And then in A bizarre play that happens every now and again. He was hit by a line drive from Jose Ramirez for the final out in the third inning. Next pitch to him is down low for a ball, and the count's now 2-0. Angels in front, 3-0 in the fifth. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and that's lifted high in the air to deep left. Back on it is Siri, and he makes the catch. Tagging, heading for home, and scoring is Rocchio. And the Guardians are on the board on the sacrifice fly by Travis Bazzana. It's now the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1.
And again, a great AB there from Travis Bazzana. Just throwing the barrel of the bat at the baseball, getting that ball to go in the outfield. That's almost a free RBI in that situation with the infield playing back. Did a good job of just finding enough barrel on that ball, lifting it out towards the left field line, and really no chance for Siri to throw Rocchio out at home there.
Up to the plate now, Jose Ramirez, and he takes ball one high and away. Ramirez already 2 for 2. The pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. 3 hits last night. They were all doubles. 5 runs batted in for Ramirez.
And the ball he hit last time, 105.5 miles an hour.
The 1-1 misses inside. And that's significant if you were Travis Bazzana, the base runner who was hit by that line drive. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. He swings and loops it foul, out of play, off to the left.
Well, again, 105.5 off the bat. That's the hardest ball I have personally seen Jose hit since he's come back. Again, just another good sign. Barreled some balls up over 100 miles an hour yesterday. Now a couple here this afternoon.
2-2 the count. Here it comes. Oh, he tried to check his swing on a pitch in the dirt, did he? He did not. And Ramirez is retired. They don't have to tag him. He didn't make a motion toward first. But he strikes out. The inning's over. But the Guardians score their first run, and we'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians 1.
Attention on deck. Calling all Cuyahoga County vets. We are the Veteran Service Commission, your forward operating base. From VA claims and financial assistance and more, we got your 6. Visit us today at 3950 Chester Avenue.
Hey Guardians fans, Medical Mutual cares about the health and well-being of Ohioans like you. That's why they offer high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual, Medicare, and employer plans, visit medmutual.com/Guardians. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
Need new tires? Here's a tip. Skip the good old kick for quality entirely. Get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer, the smart choice for tires without the footwork. Whatever you drive, any make or model, they've got you covered with a great selection of major tire brands. Expertly installed by certified pros. And the kicker? Your Ford dealer often has deals that beat dedicated tire shops. So, when it's time for new tires, roll with your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer.
This is the call of the Australian rubber bird.
Snap! Snap!
This is the call of the Alaskan chili bird.
Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold.
And this is the call of the marathon mascot bald eagle, Max.
Hi, it's Max.
Hello.
Did you know you can save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app?
No. Well, thanks for the call.
Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Mike Trout leads it off for the Angels, bottom of the fifth inning, and their DH today takes a pitch down low for a ball. Trout with a good game last night in center with a couple of diving catches.
A little vintage Mike Trout last night.
Here's the 1-0, and he swings and fouls it off at home plate. I mean, just about put the Angels in the lead in the 8th inning last night with a booming drive to center. But a great catch was made by Angel Martinez to take at the very least extra bases away and maybe a home run.
Yeah, I still think there's a good chance that potentially was a homer. But Angel Martinez, with the play of the night, certainly defensively, and ultimately ended up being that game-saving catch that we talked about.
He needs a little extra time after fouling that one off his foot. Hey, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. They have the jerseys, memorabilia, hats, and hoodies, and more. MLBshop.com/Guardians. Now Trout's back in there, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. 1-2 the count on Mike Trout. 3-time most valuable player, 11-time All-Star. Here comes the 1-2 from Cantillo. Down low, 2-2. And this yet another year of disappointment win-loss-wise for the Angels. They have not had a winning season since 2015. The 2-2, down low. 3-2 the count on Trout.
Although I think there is finally some sense of optimism here in Anaheim because there's a clearer direction on where this organization is going forward. They made some really impressive trades and acquired, again, a ton of talent here at the big league level.
Payoff pitch to Trout. Outside and high, ball 4, and another walk allowed by Joey Cantillo. That's his 7th. And for Cantillo, that is well above his career high. He had walked 5 in a game a couple of times.
Well, I do think, Rosie, with the game last night going the way it did, he's probably going to be out there for at least the rest of this inning.
Vaughn Grissom, the batter, swings and pops one up high in the air, shallow left, coming on Martinez, and he makes the catch as Rocchio was going out to help him out, and Martinez came in and got it done. 1 down.
Well, a nice one-pitch out right there certainly helps that scenario out. This is one of those situations, again, just given where the game is at, it's a 3-1 ball game. And normally, I think Stephen Vogt, Carl Willis would have probably gone to the bullpen already, but given where they are after last night.
Christian Moore swings and misses, strike 1.
Now, Joey's probably out there for every bit of his 100-pitch limit.
He's at 79 right now. Next pitch to Moore, low and in. Good stop by Hedges. 1-1 the count on Moore, who's been up twice, walked twice. Drafted in the first round back in 2024, was in the big leagues a year ago.
Yes.
The 5th fastest to make it from that draft class. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, ground ball to short. Diving stop, Rocchio. Flips to the bag for one. Puts on it at first. Oh, he got him! What a double play by the Guardians. Rocchio with the diving stop, and what a turn by Bazzana. And that retires the side.
Unbelievable.
Doesn't get much better. We head to the 6th. 3-1. Guardians trailing here in Anaheim.
There's no pass like gold, and there's no place like Cedar Point. Get a 2027 Gold Pass, just $115 for unlimited visits this year and next. Plus free parking, admission to Cedar Point Shores Water Park, Halloween weekends, and access to Kings Island, Canada's Wonderland, Six Flags Great America, and more. With a mile-long beach, kids areas, and a bucket list coaster collection, Cedar Point sets the gold standard for thrills. This Gold Pass price disappears after Labor Day. Buy yours now at cedarpoint.com. Plus applicable taxes and fees. Restrictions apply.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything gonna keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Enter to win a $10,000 college savings award at collegeadvantage.com/Guardians.
Things can change rapidly in this game, and that's the beauty of baseball in September.
Cheer on the Guardians down the stretch with the Ballpark Pass presented by Planet Fitness. For just $59, including all fees, you'll get a standing room only ticket to every regular season home game in September. Be there for exciting divisional matchups against the White Sox and Tigers. Plus, great promotions like the Jersey Hoodie giveaway, post-game fireworks, and fan appreciation night. A limited number of Ballpark Passes are on sale now. Get yours today at CLEGuardians.com.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash and wash anywhere with our Wash Smart Unlimited membership that you can use at every location for one low price. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com. Proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Sixth inning here in Anaheim, and Grayson Rodriguez facing Joe Adell comes up and in with the first pitch. Just missed hitting him. Adell got out of the way for ball one. Adell's 0 for 2. He's bounced into a double play and grounded to short. Rodriguez allowing just the one run, scattering 7 hits. The right-hander delivers, and it's swung on and lifted high and foul down the left side and out of play.
Well, that ball got in on Joe. He's going to need himself a new bat. But they have clearly not wanted to let Joe Adell get extended on anything here today and pretty much this series.
Just 1 for 10 in the series is Adell, and he had been red hot coming in. 3-1, Guardians trail. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and it's popped up. Shallow center. Out goes the second baseman, Moore, and Moore makes the catch right in front of the center fielder, Teodosio. 1 down. Up steps Nathaniel Lowe, and we remind you, Enbridge Gas, Ohio, says whether you are an individual or contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, 1 for 2. Pitch to him, and Rodriguez leaves it down low for a ball. Now again, Rodriguez came in with an overall earned run average this year of 6.41. The 1-0 up high, 2-0, but he's been much better than that lately. Last 5 starts, his ERA in the low 3s. And the pedigree is there. Always been considered a top prospect. The 2-0 outside, 3-0. But injuries really halted his development with the Orioles, and he just didn't have much time on the Major League mound with Baltimore because of injuries. Now the 3-0. Outside, ball 4. Lowe draws the walk, and the Guardians have a base runner here in the 6th.
Well, there's a little action in the Angels bullpen. Sammy Peralta warming up.
And you are wondering, would that double play keep Cantillo in the game? The Guardians pen looks quiet right now.
Yes, it does. Figure the score being what it is.
Pitch to Martinez, down low, ball 1.
There's really no harm in allowing Joey to go back out there. No harm meaning if, he gets himself into trouble, then that bullpen can get hot. But
next pitch to Martinez, in there for a strike.
Again, just given the state of the bullpen right now, I think any out you can get past the 5th inning is a beautiful thing, for Stephen Vogt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Right side, shallow right. Moore is out. Coming on, the right fielder Lowe, and he makes the catch. So another pop-up. 2 down in the inning. And Angel Hanau will bat. Guardians trailing 3-1. Back home this weekend against the Royals, including Saturday afternoon, a 4:10 start. And it's a giveaway day. Throwback 1936 Bob Feller jerseys, the giveaway on Saturday, courtesy of Franklin University.
Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com. Kurt Suzuki out to the mound, the manager for the Angels. That's going to be it for Grayson Rodriguez. He threw well today and leaves on the top of a 3-1 score. We'll take a timeout as the pitching changes are brought to you by our friends at Spartan Storm Shield, the roof system to last your lifetime. Visit SpartanStormShield.com. Angels 3, Guardians 1. Back with more after this.
Guardians fans, is your roof hiding a secret? Even minor storm damage, left unchecked, can lead to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, invites you to get a complimentary roof analysis to catch problems early. Protect your home field advantage. Our family-owned roofing company can deliver the roof system to last your lifetime. Call 330-SPARTAN or visit SpartanStormShield.com today.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Hey sports fans, there's no better feeling than when you're watching your team dominate. But remember, when the offseason comes, you can still channel your team spirit with a fresh coat of color. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,700 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood store today.
Off day tomorrow for the Guards, but not for Jim Rosenhaus. He'll join me at 8:45 in the morning, WTAM 1100.
Left-hander Sammy Peralta is on to pitch for the Angels. And he comes on with a runner at first and 2 down. He'll turn Angel Henao around to the right side, and the first pitch is swung on and foul-tipped for strike 1. Well, good effort by Grayson Rodriguez.
Yes.
Awfully sharp for the Angels today. Here comes the 0-1 from Peralta. Swung on, ground ball to short. Right there, Neto flips to the bag in time for the force, and the side is retired. For the Guardians in the 6th, no runs. They strand a base runner. We head to the bottom of the inning. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians 1.
At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? With the average homeowner having over $200,000 of home equity, hit it out of the park with Union Home Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender, NMLS number 2229.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Win a trip to Vegas and $1,000 tomorrow after the news at 9, 1, and 5 on WTAM 1100.
3-1. Angels in front, bottom of the 6th here in Anaheim. Joey Cantillo still at it, and he fires away, and it's pounded foul outside of third by Jose Siri. Siri 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded into a double play. Cantillo with 7 walks today, yet he's still in there at 81 pitches in the 6th inning. His next pitch is outside for a ball.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that with 7 walks in a baseball game, you could still find yourself here in the 6th. Under 85 pitches at that.
Here comes his 2-1 to Siri. Swung on and fouled back. I got my phone to do it that time. Not Siri.
Mine is, I'm still waiting for mine, and it just hasn't happened yet.
It just lit up. I think it says, what do you want?
Yeah. What can I do for you? How about a couple more outs, Siri?
The 2-2 to Siri. Swung on, line to third, caught by Henao.
There's one. Siri must be listening to you at this point.
All right, Josh Lowe steps in. No reaction from the phone. A walk and a pop out. Now Cantillo's kept the team around, and that's been the MO for the Guardians. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on. That's lined to second, and it's caught by Bazzana. 2 line outs, 2 quick outs for Cantillo.
And a broken bat at that. Joey continuing to find a way to wiggle in and out here now with 2 outs. I think you have to be extremely aggressive right here in the strike zone. Somehow find your way out of this game with a quality start after walking 7 would be something magical.
Denzer Guzman, the batter, and he takes a strike. He's been up twice, walked twice. Here's Cantillo's 0-1. Waved at and missed. Might have been his best curveball of the day. A beauty.
Well, he certainly seems like he's starting to settle in, and that's crazy to think here with 89 pitches in the 6th inning. But sometimes better late than never.
Gets out of this quick. Maybe he earns the 7th. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Count 1-2 on Denzer Guzman. Guardians down by 2. But plenty of time remaining in this one. We're only in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 from Cantillo. Breaking ball down low. 2-2 the count.
Well, the bullpen's still quiet here at Angels Stadium. And showing a little confidence in Joey, I think that's also a great thing.
Here comes his 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ripped to third, caught! Henao with a leaping grab prevents that ball from going into left. Nice play by Angel Henao. 3 line drive outs in the inning, and we head to the 7th. It is the Angels 3, the Guardians 1.
In Ohio, Guardians fans love to see the pitcher deliver a fastball. But when life throws you a curveball, like a house fire or water damage, it can be devastating. Fortunately, there's a designated hitter in Paul Davis Restoration. Water, fire, wind, mold. Paul Davis Restoration handles everything from cleanup to recovery to reconstruction for residential and commercial properties. When your home or business faces a devastating blow, Paul Davis is the answer. Paul Davis Restoration, the Guardians' official partner of property damage restoration.
NEO Born, NEO Reimagined, NEO Home. K&D offers unparalleled knowledge about Northeast Ohio because they live, work, and thrive right here with you. Looking for a new apartment or location for your business? K&D has the perfect fit. Contact K&D today and discover your perfect home. KND.com.
cowboys and cowgirls. It's back! The Kalahari Food and Not Just Wine Festival is returning to Sandusky, Ohio with a Stars, Stripes, and Spurs celebration of flavor. Dig in on award-winning bites from Kalahari, live entertainment, and not just wine, with samples from over 75 regional beverage brands. The Kalahari Food and Not Just Wine Festival on Saturday, August 29th. Tickets on sale now at KalahariResorts.com/festival.
Brilliant Electric Sign Company is Northeast Ohio's largest full-service sign company, serving their clients for over 97 years. Brilliant designs, fabricates, and installs. A wide range of interior and exterior signage and graphics that will help separate your business from the competition, including LED letter sets, pylon signs, message centers, graphics, and wayfinding signs. Contact the experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com.
Make WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
7th inning here in Anaheim. Guardians still trailing. It's 3-1. Angels in front. Reliever Sammy Peralta, the lefty, who came on last inning, continues. He'll face Austin Hedges. Hedges 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. Off speed in there for a strike. Get you caught up on the out-of-town scoreboard this half inning. Presented by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. White Sox play tonight. They are hosting Texas once again. Guardians came in 2.5 back of Chicago for the top spot in the division. Next pitch to Hedges. Misses low and outside, and it's 1-1. There's a final from this afternoon. Tampa Bay shut out the struggling Tigers 3-0 in Detroit. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back. Freddie Peralta doing the honors in that one.
I believe that was his first victory as a Tampa Bay Ray.
All right. Other action this afternoon. A couple of games going on as we speak. First, the 1-2. Here it is. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Boy, that just looks like he wants to challenge, but thinks better of it and heads back to the dugout.
Well, this one was close regardless. I think it might have just barely clipped that top part of the strike zone. Pretty much a perfect pitcher's pitch in that situation. But Hedgie probably making the wise decision there to not challenge and save it for another time.
Brian Rocchio, the batter, shows bunt, takes a strike. Other games this afternoon in baseball. Arizona hosting the Cubs. They lead that game 2-0, the Diamondbacks do, in the top half of the 9th inning over in Phoenix. Giants and Reds, they're in the top of the 7th. Giants lead that game up the coast in San Francisco 6-3 over Cincinnati. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, that's pulled foul outside of third.
Rafael Devers has hit 3 consecutive games with a ball in the bay over the right field fence in 4 of the last 6. So he is starting to swing the bat a little bit better as well. Thank goodness we got him out of town in time.
Timing's everything.
Yes, it is.
Other games going on as we speak. San Diego shutting out the Pirates 2-0 down the coast in San Diego, top of the 7th inning there. And it's the Phillies 6, the Mariners 0. And boy, the Mariners have had one of those years where no one can figure out what is going on for a team with a lot of talent.
They have a ton of talent, and if it wasn't for their pitching staff, they might be or might have one of the worst records in baseball, but that pitching staff has been on point.
The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sammy Peralta here in the 7th. 2 quick outs for the Guardians, and now we head back to the top of the lineup for Stephen Kwan. Guardians trailing 3-1 here. Came in 2.5 back of the White Sox in the division. If the season ended right now, they would have a wild card playoff berth. As Kwan takes one inside for a ball. In the wild card standings, the Yankees have the first seed, then Boston, then the Guardians. By a game over Texas right now. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike. The other teams hanging around, Baltimore 2.5 behind Cleveland. Seattle, Minnesota, and Toronto are all 3 back. It wasn't that long ago the Guardians were below all those teams.
That's the truth.
The 1-1 on the outside corner for a strike.
With how jumbled up the American League is this year, one good week could really be the separator that you need, and I think we're kind of seeing that play out right now.
It is amazing. 1-2 the count. The pitch to Kwan. Tapped foul slowly at home plate.
Nice job there by Stephen Kwan. That was a late breaking slider. Almost a bit of an emergency swing there from Kwani, but did a great job of just fouling it off. And again, living to see another pitch.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Peralta strikes out the side, and we've reached the stretch in Anaheim. Your score, the Angels 3, the Guardians 1.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Swung on, there's a high fly ball, launched to right field. Home run, Jose Ramirez.
This is Jim Rosenhaus, and you are listening to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is #1. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Every small business owner dreams of hitting a home run. For me, that home run was finding Gusto, the online payroll and benefits software built for small businesses. Gusto is all-in-one, remote-friendly, and covers all your bases. You can pay, hire, onboard, and support your team from anywhere with unlimited payroll runs and no surprise fees. Go to gusto.com today and see why over 500,000 small businesses call Gusto their MVP. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
The day's happenings.
Today we learned. Here's what we know.
Every day.
In real time.
On WTAM 1100.
Guardians trailing 3-1, and they have gone to their bullpen for the first time as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Left-hander Tim Herron will take over for the starter Joey Cantillo. Tyler Heineman, the batter. Here's the pitch from Herron. Slider on the inside corner, strike 1. Tim Herron has really been throwing the ball well of late. And he's on now to try and keep it close here in the 7th. On the season, Herron 2-4, an ERA of 3.38. This is appearance number 56. Next pitch to Heineman, bounce to third, foul ball. Paid attendance here at Angel Stadium today, paid 25,161, and many are tucked up underneath the
I'm looking
overhangs.
For the 25 part.
Yeah, those are paid tickets, but I'm sure a lot of people, if they knew they were going to be out in the sun, said, maybe another day or night would be better. Smoker today. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left. Hanging up there for Martinez. He makes the catch, and there's one down.
Well, nice job there by Timmy. Again, the breaking ball looks like it's on point again today. Coming in relief here of Joey Cantillo, who, Rosie, somehow, some way, we need to start calling him the magician, apparently, because he wriggled himself out of some serious trouble. Managed to get a quality start out of that with 7 walks and just 3 runs given up.
Bryce Teodosio steps in, and he takes a pitch low and away. only the 3 runs, 2 were earned on only 2 hits, but those 7 walks had him in trouble a lot. But somehow made it through 6. The 1-0 swung on and foul back out of play. Good heat that time from Herron at 95.
Well, when Tim Herron throws strikes, which again, I feel like we say that a lot, but when Herron throws strikes, he's pretty much unhittable.
The 1-2. Actually, the 1-1. Now it's 1-2 as that's a strike on the inside corner. 1 out, base is empty. Herron delivers down low for a ball. That'll leave him the count at 2-2.
Well, I like the thought there. They tried to go 4-seam in for a strike. That worked out. And then tried to throw the slider off of it. It just was too low right out of the hand.
The 2-2 swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left center. Long run for the left fielder, and making the catch is Martinez in the gap in left center. 2 down.
Good job there by Angel. Got a good jump on that ball. Took off after it pretty good there for a minute, but realized, okay, I think I'm going to be able to haul this one in.
Top of the lineup, Zach Neto, the batter, with 2 down. Base is empty here in the 7th. 3-1, Angels in front. Pitch to Neto, in there for strike 1.
Boy, when Tim's throwing the ball like this is fun to watch.
And then you have 2 dominant lefties in the pen. We saw Eric Sabrowski was dominating last night in his 1 inning of work. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Just a slider that disappeared on the back foot.
Yeah, but everything to me, that slider sets off that fastball lane. And he's really shown the ability to throw the fastball inner third to these righties for a strike.
The 0-2 just missed outside.
Tried to go backdoor breaking ball right there as a freeze pitch. Neto smartly took that, probably knowing he couldn't hit it if he tried to swing at it. He'll take your chances.
Next pitch to Neto. Down low for a ball, and the count's now 2-2. Tim Herron out of Indiana University. Here comes his 2-2 pitch. Fastball high and away. 3-2. Well, you'd love to get Neto and avoid facing Mike Trout. Here comes Herron's payoff pitch. Swung on, and that's line to left near the alley. Reaching out. Diving attempt. Another great catch by Angel Martinez. What a series. What a road trip defensively for Martinez. How did he get to that?
Looked like a young Chris Jimenez out there for a second. Holy smokes. Fantastic diving play there, going towards the warning track. I mean, that was unbelievably impressive. Will probably be on the top 10 plays this evening.
I think the top 1 play.
I think it was the top 1 play. That's incredible.
He retires the side. We head to the 8th, 3-1 Angels.
Don't bust your knuckles. Bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
Keep the summer fun going for the whole family in the roomy, new built-in-the-USA Toyota Grand Highlander. Now through August 31st during Toyota's national sales event, get 5.99 APR financing on any new 26 Grand Highlander or Grand Highlander Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Or take advantage of a customized lease just for you. And every new Toyota comes with no-cost maintenance included. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The best would always be talking to Bob Feller, a man that faced Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
The Guards face the Royals on August 29th, and 15,000 fans will receive a throwback 1936 Bob Feller jersey, courtesy of Franklin University. Tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment, from skid steers to scissor lifts, to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
Travis Bazzana bunts to lead things off here in the 8th inning, and it's a bunt base hit as he put it up the first base line. The pitcher, Peralta, couldn't handle it, and Bazzana's aboard with a leadoff single, and that's it for Sammy Peralta. Kurt Suzuki to the mound. He'll make a pitching change right here, and we'll take a break. It's 3-1. The Guardians trail, but they have a runner on in the 8th inning.
Medical Mutual knows small businesses are a big deal. That's why they partner with the Council of Smaller Enterprises, better known as COSI, to offer health benefit options for companies with 1 to 50 employees. The COSI benefit plan provides the same great benefits as large corporations, but on a small group budget. Join more than 7,900 small businesses that offer the COSI benefit plan to their employees. Talk to your broker or visit COSIbenefitplan.com/join now. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
Our fantasy commish says for him it's all about the friendships. Cute, but I play to win. Like with Bet365. I get paid the second my team goes up big with early payout, and I get profit boost before the game starts with Early Bird Special. Enjoy the friends, Kevin. I'll take the wins on Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Claim an app. T&Cs apply.
The mission of the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation, through the unique intersection of baseball and the Department of the Navy, is to recognize and honor those who support our service members with the Bob Feller Act of Valor Award. We use the story of the Hall of Fame pitcher and Chief Petty Officer during World War II to teach the legacy of the greatest generation to the youngest generation and instill in them the virtues of service, sacrifice, and citizenship. Learn more at actofvaloraward.org.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Right-hander Luke Murphy is on the pitch facing Jose Ramirez. Guardians down by 2. Ramirez tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch, and it's up high for a ball. Travis Bazzana, bunt base hit to lead off this 8th inning. 3-1, Angels in front. Guardians trying to come back and get the sweep of the series and the road trip. Here's the 1-0, swung on and missed. The bat goes flying, almost nailed Joe Adell in the on-deck circle.
I know Jose didn't mean to throw that. In particular, throw it at his teammate. But I can think of better teammates to throw it at than Joe Adell.
With Joe, it might just bounce right off.
It's
no harm,
true.
no foul.
That's a good call.
Adell, big, strong man, and he's now back settling in the on-deck circle as Ramirez digs back in. Here comes the 1-1 from Murphy. Nope, throw to first. Back safely is Bazzana. Luke Murphy is appearing in his 11th game. He's 0-1, an ERA of 1.74.
Yes, has been very good. 9 strikeouts in those 10 1/3 innings.
The 1-1 swung on, foul back. 1-2 the count. Jose has followed up last night's 3 doubles, 5 RBI performance with a 2-for-3 day. Couple of singles so far. Up there now in a key spot here in the 8th. The 1-2 from Murphy. Fastball outside. 2-2 the count. Murphy, 26 years of age. Out of Nashville, Tennessee. Pitched at Vanderbilt. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Boy, it came right after him with a fastball, and Ramirez took it for the first out in the inning.
Yeah, I don't think Hosey was looking for that particular pitch right there. Give Murphy a little credit. He just painted something down, bottom third of the plate. And Murphy has a tendency to throw a ton of cutters, in particular with 2 strikes, and I think Hosey got caught looking for that.
Joe Adell, the batter, right on right. Here's the pitch, and Adell takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Adell 0 for 3. 1 for 11 in the series, but as we've seen so far, he's one swing away from hitting one a long way. Tremendous power. Here's the 0-1, and he takes it inside for a ball, 1-1. Another 95-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Murphy.
And they are making a very conscious effort of staying on the inner third of the plate here to Joe Adell this series.
Throw to first, back safely is Bazzana.
If he does see something away, it's spinning, going away from him. But very few mistakes in the heart of the plate for Joe this series.
Here comes Murphy's 1-1 pitch. No, he throws back to first. Leaning was Bazzana, but somehow he got back. That was close.
That's now the second pickoff attempt. And you got to feel like Travis is being a little aggressive over there, trying to find himself in scoring position. This may be that time.
The 1-1, low and outside. Hard breaking pitch that time, and it's 2-1. Hey, check out the all-new, redesigned hybrid Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. It's more versatile and more powerful than ever. Go to Toyota.com for more. The 2-1, outside, ball 3. Now the Angels bullpen, it has not been a strength most of the season. Lately, though, like their starters, the bullpen has come on. The 3-1, outside and high, ball 4. And now the Guardians have the tying runs on base here in the 8th inning.
Well, good overall at bat there for Joe. Again, not getting too aggressive, maybe wanting to have that big hit that we talked about earlier in the ball game. Just taking what the pitcher was giving him, which is essentially nothing in that scenario, and keep that line moving.
Now here's Nathaniel Lowe. 1 for 2 with a walk. Left-handed batter who feasts on right-handed pitching. Here's the pitch. And Lowe takes it low and in for ball 1. And Tyler Heineman's going to go out. Tim Levesque, the interim pitching coach, he heads out there too.
Probably a good idea. This is not the guy you want to fall behind too far. And again, you're just kind of breaking up the momentum here. If you're, the Angels just trying to get a reset. Murphy out there, he's got great stuff. You got to go out there, you got to let him know, hey, listen, let's go after him with your best pitch and your best location right here. Maybe this is an area we want to stay away from. But you're a ground ball away from getting yourself out of this inning. Let's not forget that as well.
Now the mound meeting breaks up. Don't forget, when you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster. It's a Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster. Always work it like a pro. Lowe digs back in with a 1-0 count. First and second, one away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, yanked foul past Sandy Hellemar in that first base coach's box. And it's 1-1 on Lowe. 15 runs batted in his last 21 games. That includes late in his time with the Reds. Here's the 1-1. Down low, ball 2. Well, we mentioned it earlier in the series. It has been a bullpen in flux. In fact, they carry 7 relievers right now. Not one of those 7 was on the opening day roster.
Still amazing to me. You can have that much turnover in a bullpen.
2-1, upstairs, ball 3.
Well, Nathaniel right now has to be hunting one pitch in one zone and have one thing on his mind, and that's driving a ball over the fencing they have set up in the outfield. This is his chance to be picky right here and let it rip.
Stepping off is Murphy. Took a look at second base, but nobody there. Bazzana, the base runner, at second. Joe Adele, the potential tying run, on at first. 3-1, Angels in front. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, and that's looped to shallow left. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Scoring easily, standing up is Bazzana. Adele advances to second, and Nathaniel Lowe comes through again. An RBI base hit, and the Guardians are to within one at 3-2.
Well, as good of an at-bat as that was for Nathaniel Lowe, didn't get the most barrel on this pitch, got enough of it to lift it out just past the outstretched arm there of Zach Neto. We need to give a little credit to Travis Bazzana right there. He was off and running on contact, knew exactly where the shortstop was. Great base running there by Trav, and was able to score easily. And now, again, something cooking here in the eighth.
Angel Martinez will bat. He's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Guardians trailing 3-2, but threatening big time here in the eighth inning. Adele, the potential tying run at second. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and chopped foul at home plate. 0-1 the count on Martinez, who already has made a huge impact on this game with a great catch that ended the bottom half of the seventh.
Well, this is the situation right here for Angel. We've seen him in the past have some young at-bats trying to hit the 3-run homer. A base hit does a lot of good here.
The 0-1 misses down low. 1-1 the count.
And with that being said, I'm not saying it's not okay to pick and choose your spot, but you take your chance, you miss that pitch, the next thing you know, you got to get back after it and stay to the big part of the field and working at bat.
The 1-1 swung on. There's a bouncing ball to the second baseman. Moore to the bag for one. Over to first. Double play. The Angels work out of it with no further damage. The Guardians do score, and we'll head to the bottom half of the eighth inning in a one-run game. It's the Angels 3, the Guardians 2.
Hi, Max the Bald Eagle from Marathon here. We asked people if they could do an impression of me. Have a listen.
You can save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app.
That last one was pretty good. Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
For just $8, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal, including medium fries and a medium Coke. Really, get all that for $8, only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary.
The pitch swung on, pounded, goal! Travis Bazzana with Cleveland's 4th home run of the game.
Catch the Guardians and Blue Jays September 1st through the 3rd at Progressive Field. Pick up great seats for all 3 games at CLEGuardians.com.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is Bill Wills, back with you in the morning. News, sports, traffic, and weather together. News Radio, WTAM 1100.
A second inning of work for Tim Herron, and the lefty reliever leaves a breaking ball up and outside to Mike Trout for ball 1. Trout today 0 for 1, but a sac fly and a walk. Here's the pitch to him. That misses outside for ball 2. Both bullpens busy, as you'd expect, in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Hunter Gaddis loosening for the Guardians. And Ryan Watson is heating it up for the Angels. Looks like he'll get a save opportunity.
Yeah, I guess that answers our question of, will Ben Joyce be available day game after a night game?
Here's the pitch. Trout looks at a strike on the outside corner. He's had injury issues.
Yeah, and I mean, just given the situation the Angels are in as well, there's really no need to push in this situation. You want to hopefully have him continue the season, or finish the season healthy.
The 3-1 breaking ball drops in there for a strike. Good curve. So it's 3-2 on Trout. In that number 2 hole in the lineup, Vaughn Grissom is next, and then Christian Moore in the home half of the 8th inning here in Anaheim. Here's Herron's payoff pitch. Swung on, ripped foul off the camera bay, just beyond the Angels dugout. So another 0-2 coming to Trout. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The slow curve got him.
I don't think that ball ended where Mike thought it was going to initially. That was a backup breaking ball. And sometimes those do have a tendency to work out from time to time.
And that'll be it for Tim Herron. Stephen Boat's on his way to the mound. Guardians manager with a pitching change brought to you by Spartan Storm Shield. He's looking for Hunter Gaddis. And we'll tell you about Gaddis when he comes in and we return. It's 3-2, Angels over the Guardians.
Step to the plate and experience the magic of the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland's rich and diverse baseball history. Explore Cleveland's 100-plus year Major League tradition, its connection to the Negro Leagues, featuring the Cleveland Buckeyes, the Latin and Hispanic influence, and the history of women in the game we love. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., perfect for a family outing or an afternoon of nostalgia. To learn more, visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Win a trip to Vegas and $1,000 tomorrow after the news at 9, 1, and 5 on WTAM 1100.
Hunter Gaddis on to pitch for the Guardians with 1 out and the bases empty in the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's 3-2. Cleveland's trailing here in Anaheim. And Gaddis will face Vaughn Grissom. Time for today's Cleveland Clinic Caregiver Shout Out. Big thanks going out to the caregivers at South Point Hospital for everything they do to care for patients and families. Here's the first pitch from Gaddis, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. Grissom is 1 for 3. His base hit was a bunt single back in the first inning, and the game's first run scored on the same play on a throwing error by Joey Cantillo, the starting pitcher. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right. Adele settling under it, and he makes the catch for the second out in the inning.
Well, that run that you just talked about, unearned from Joey Cantillo, is proving to be quite large right now, as this is just a 1-run ball game here with 3 offensive outs left, at least for the Guardians.
And we've talked so much about the improved offense on this road swing and some really good pitching. The defense has been outstanding. That's one of the few miscues that has proven costly, and we'll see if the Guardians can overcome it. Christian Moore, the batter. The pitch from Gaddis. Breaking ball outside corner for a strike. The amount of tremendous catches in the outfield during this 6-game trip is staggering. Here's the 0-2, or the 0-1, excuse me, down low. 1-1 to count.
Yes, you hear Stephen Vogt talk about that all the time. Defense has to be buttoned up. They have to be at a premium, knowing full well that's how they're going to win baseball games.
The 1-1, down low, 2-1.
Good pitching, great defense, and some timely hitting. That is a recipe for success.
Now the 2-1 from Hunter Gaddis. Breaking ball, missed outside, 3-1. If you're looking ahead to the 9th, the Guardians have the bottom third of the lineup scheduled. Angel Hanau, Austin Hedges, and Brian Rocchio. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 3-2 the count. And again, the pitcher warming up in the pen for the Angels is Ryan Watson, a right-hander. Payoff pitch coming. Long hold by Gaddis. Now the pitch. Swung on, lashed foul off the netting above the Guardians' dugout. A paid crowd of better than 26,000, but a lot of those folks trying to find shade on a hot one. Upper 90s. Bright sunshine, relentless sunshine here in Anaheim. The 3-2. Outside and high, ball 4. Moore draws his third walk on the afternoon.
Well, this was a close pitch. It was up and away, though. After 4 straight breaking balls from Hunter Gaddis, he decided to try to sneak a heater. Just missed with the location he was aiming for.
Now Jose Siri, 0 for 3. The pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. Siri, the former Houston Astro, former Tampa Bay Ray. Gaddis delivers, swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Well, this has got a count that calls for expanding the strike zone as much as you possibly can right here. You have him in swing mode. It's an 0-2 count. He's chased up above and just off both the first and second pitch. Try your hand right now. Expand the zone. See what he does. If he goes fishing, perfect. If he takes it, that sets up maybe a fastball.
Here's the 0-2. Waved at and missed, strike 3.
There you go with the expansion. Great job executing right there. And now it's time to go find a way to score a run and win this baseball game.
Hunter Gaddis getting it done in the 8th. We head to the 9th. Anaheim, the site. The Guardians trailing 3-2.
With reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature. Select local cities visit free every weekend as part of the Jack Joseph and Morton Mandel Community Days. Go to cmnh.org.
Guardians fans, we know what it takes to protect the land. We play hard, we cheer loud, and we always look out for our team. Now it's time to make a power move for your own health. Getting an HIV test is quick, free, and confidential. It's the ultimate defensive play to protect yourself and your partner. Don't strike out on your health. Visit loveleadshere.org to find a testing site near you or order a free at-home test kit. Know your status. Clear the bases. Protect the land.
The precocious 22-year-old lines one to left, a base hit. Guardians take the lead. How about this night for Angel Hanau? And it's hit a ton. Away, back and gone. What a prodigious blast for Joe Adell.
The race for for the Central Division is on, and a high-stakes showdown is coming to Progressive Field. The Guardians and Tigers go head-to-head in a 4-game series September 4th through the 6th. Lock in your seats today at CLEGuardians.com.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
The Bloom Daddy Show. Played out in and around Cleveland. Tomorrow afternoon, starting at 3 on WTAM 1100.
Right-hander Ryan Watson is on to pitch for the Angels and trying to close it out. He was acquired off waivers from the Red Sox organization earlier in the month of August. So far this season, overall, 42 appearances, 1-0, an ERA of 4.21, couple of saves, and he faces Angel Henao, who takes strike one. Austin Hedges' spot in the lineup is next, but Chase DeLauder is in the on-deck circle as the Guardians trail by a run, trying to pull one out late. Here's Watson's pitch, and it's swung on and chopped to the second baseman, Moore. He's up with it, throws to first for the out, and one quick one for Ryan Watson here in the ninth. So here's DeLauder, who will pinch hit for Austin Hedges. On the season, DeLauder batting .287, 13 home runs, 59 runs driven in. And he's been battling that hamstring issue that had him out of the lineup on the last homestand. And he did not start any of the games here in Anaheim. Did pinch hit last night, pinch hits again here today. The pitch to him on the outside corner, strike one.
Good sweeper there from Watson to start DeLauder off. And if you're Chase, you're doing anything you can to get yourself on base. At that point, it's probably Petey Halpin for a pinch run opportunity.
Tyler Heineman, the catcher, out to the mound to have a chat with Watson. If you're wondering, DeLauder as a pinch hitter is 1 for 4. And you're right, you know Petey Halpin's at the ready if DeLauder gets on, yes. Pinch run. Brian Rocchio waits on deck. Angels 3, Guardians 2 here in the top half of the ninth inning. Now we're ready to go. Watson delivers, and it's swung on, bounced up the middle, base hit, center field. DeLauder gets the job done with a little seeing eye single up the middle, and the Guardians have the tying run aboard.
Well, Chase, thank you for your contribution today. Just an absolute professional hitter he continues to be. It's hard to believe that he is a rookie still. And his approach at the plate, his knowledge of the strike zone, and his just understanding the situation of the game. He knows, yeah, great, if I get a chance to maybe get an account that I can try to drive a ball here, I can do that. But down on the count right there, just took what the pitcher gave him with a single up the middle.
Petey Halpin pinch runs for him. Brian Rocchio at the plate, the pitch to him, swung on, line drive, base hit, center field. Halpin to second and hangs on right there. Back-to-back singles with one out. And the Guardians have something brewing here in the ninth, trying to tie it up, trailing by a run.
Oh, good job there again by Brian Rocchio. Got a backdoor cutter. Just kind of flared it out there into left center field. And Petey Halpin smartly shutting it down there around second base. They're in scoring position with one of the hottest hitters on the planet at the plate.
That would be Stephen Kwan, 1 for 4 today. 8 for 14 in the series. Here's the pitch to Kwan. On the outside corner, strike one. Kwan with men in scoring position, batting .322 on the season. And he has the speedy Petey Halpin out there at second right now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and drilled deep down the right field line. One hop over the wall and into the seats. A ground rule double, which actually hurts the Guardians as Halpin scores the tying run, but that holds Rocchio at third on the double by Quan.
Well, you said it. That actually hurts the Guardians in this particular scenario. That 5-foot wall with the ball bouncing over, it gives Stephen Quan a ton of credit. This is a cutter middle in. He just turned on this baseball, kept his hands through it, the barrel behind it. That ball stayed true all the way down the line. And that's an RBI double, and we got a tie ball game.
Infield in for the Angels. Travis Bazzana, the batter. Second and third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and driven to right. But right at the right fielder, Lowe, who makes the catch. Tagging, coming home. Scoring is Rocchio. And the Guardians take the lead here in the ninth. Bazzana with the sac fly makes it 4-3 Cleveland. And Quan moved up to third on the play.
Wow. Do we have hints of guards ball coming back? Because it certainly looks like it. That's great team baseball. Great job of understanding what the situation of the game counts for right there and calls for. And now they are going to put Jose Ramirez on. And my guess is he won't be on first base for very long.
So the intentional walk to Jose. And rather face Joe Adell in a right-on-right spot. 2 outs. 2 runs in. 4-3 Cleveland. And again, it's the offense that has really come to life here in the month of August, making come-from-behind games much more common. There goes Ramirez with the pitch. The pitch is down low, no throw. And he'll get credit for a stolen base. Number 31.
Well, that wasn't too terribly difficult to predict right there. And now a big knock from Joe Adell could be the blow that his team needs.
The 1-0. Swung on, line foul, down the line left side and out of play. And it counts now 1-1. Now bear in mind, the Guardians bullpen is on fumes today. And as we look out there, it is not Cade Smith. The 1-1. Swung on, popped him up on the infield. Battling the sun, Grissom, the first baseman, makes the catch. And Adell is retired. But the Guardians scored 2. And we'll head to the bottom of the ninth. It's Cleveland 4, Los Angeles 3 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi, I'm Pat Moran, owner of Window World and a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Today's game is brought to you by another winning team, Window World. We're family-owned right here in Ohio, and for more than 23 years, we've been providing you with quality windows, doors, siding, and gutters professionally installed, backed by a lifetime warranty, and always at a great price. So let's hit a grand slam together and call the Window World team at 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD or visit windowworld.com for a free in-home estimate.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and get 2 times O Rewards points, plus a $10 gift card after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Changes for the Guardians. Getting the opportunity to close today is Eric Sabrowski, the left-hander. Cade Smith working the last 2 nights and 3 of the last 4, so he's down. And Sabrowski gets an opportunity at his second major league save if he can get it done. 4-3 Cleveland. First batter he faces Josh Lowe, who swings and lines one foul out of play down the left side. The Guardians with 2 in the top half of the 9th, leading for the first time today. Looking for a perfect 6-0 road trip. Sabrowski delivers, and it's swung on, bounced off of Sabrowski's leg, and he'll retrieve it with no chance to retire Lowe, who reaches it first. He got the comebacker, but it was low, and he just couldn't get a glove on it.
And that was unfortunate, too, because Brian Rocchio was right there waiting for this baseball. You can't necessarily fault Sabrowski right there trying to make a play, and it's obviously natural reaction when that ball's hit back at you. But with Rocchio being right there, you feel pretty confident he was probably going to make that play. But nonetheless, Sabrowski finds himself with a little bit of pressure on his side. Let's see how he may have a chance to bear down right here.
Now the infielders come in. They want to talk about potential scenarios. Of course, Sabrowski goes after Denzer Guzman, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Well, you figured it would be a different look at the end of the game. The Guardians got 6 innings from their starter, Joey Cantillo. Then it was Tim Herron for an inning and a third. Hunter Gaddis finished the 8th inning, and now Sabrowski here in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Guzman. On the outside corner, strike 1. We saw Sabrowski in last night's game. He got the win, striking out the side in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. That was that 8-6 10-inning win for the Guardians. That was a 5-run deficit they wiped out. It was 3-0 at one point today. Still 3-2 heading to the 9th, but now Cleveland's in front 4-3. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, foul at home plate. And it's 0-2 on Guzman.
Well, you'd love to see Sabrowski maybe expand the strike zone here. I think it's pretty clear you got Guzman, who's a young player in swing mode, trying to be the hero right now. Eric Sabrowski can take advantage of that aggressiveness. You got basically 2 pitches here to kind of play with this 0-2 count before it's leveled back up.
The set. And the pitch. Swung on, line, foul down the left side, out of play.
And that curveball was below the strike zone right there. I think Patrick Bailey wanted that ball in the dirt, didn't quite get there. But that now opens up that top part of the strike zone above with the four-seam fastball. Again, like I said, you have a young man in swing mode like this. Expand the strike zone and take advantage.
Quick throw to first, back safely is Lowe. Just letting them know that they're aware he's over there. 0-2 the count on Guzman. Sabrowski's ready to go. Here's his pitch. Fastball up. 1-2 the count.
Good try right there. That was the right thought process. Maybe just a hair high, as it was just a ball out of his hand. But now that gives you options. You can double up on that pitch. Again, you can expand below the strike zone here with the breaking ball.
The 1-2. High and outside. 2-2. They won't chase. Not yet, anyway.
Well, not that high either. You know, that's just a little high. Again, the thought process spot on there. Just the execution of the height is
2-2. Swung on and foul back.
Well, now we can make fun of the TV guys, because I saw Arch just dive out of the way of that one.
They are just down the row here on the press level. In the line of fire on that last foul ball.
Somebody's be getting a text here real quick.
Now the 2-2 from Sobrowski. Swung on, and there's a high pop-up, shallow left. Going back on it, Hanau, and the third baseman makes the catch. That's the first out in the inning.
Well, that was great communication between Brian Rocchio and Angel Hanau. Generally, that's a shortstop's ball, and the third baseman would then retreat back to the base, but Hanau called that ball very early on. And because of that, Brian Rocchio had to pivot and get himself to third base. But a good job of executing and communicating right there.
Another mound meeting, not with the pitching coach Carl Willis, but just Patrick Bailey heading out to have a chat with Sobrowski.
This is going over the pinch hitter now, and Travis d'Arnaud.
So d'Arnaud will pinch hit for Tyler Heineman. d'Arnaud has been hurt some this year, batting just 164 coming in. Here's the pitch, and it's on the inside corner, strike one. d'Arnaud, veteran catcher, home run, 3 runs driven in this year, but been in the major leagues a long time. Pinch hitting assignment for him here in the 9th. Here's the 0-1, runner on the move. The pitch is upstairs, the throw squirts through and into shallow center. Halpin backing up on the play prevents a further advance by Lowe, and that's huge as he remains at second with a stolen base.
This is a really quick release here by Patrick Bailey. Great jump by Josh Lowe. Just a little short hop. The Travis Bazzana kind of looked like it kicked to the side on him just a bit there. Was not able to secure that ball and make the tag at the same time. Not sure the ball was there in time anyway. But again, Bazzana holding the tag on Lowe at second.
The 1-1, down low,
is what kept him there, and great backup there by Petey Halpin. Immediately fielding that baseball, you felt like if Lowe took off to third base, we were going to have a play there as well.
2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Just the good fastball that time from Sobrowski.
Great angle on that fastball. He got underneath. You know, the 2 to Guzman before that, but staying on top of that and letting it ride.
Here comes his 2-2 pitch to Travis d'Arnaud. Just missed. Bailey thinks it's a strike, and he's asking for a challenge. So let's see what ABS says. Could be a big overturn, and it is a ball.
That's correct. Cleveland has 1 remaining.
Guardians still have 1 challenge remaining. So the count is full on Travis d'Arnaud. Sobrowski ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him anyway. 2 down. And a pinch hitter, another pinch hitter will come to the plate for the Angels.
Well, I love the challenge there first and foremost from Patrick Bailey. That's the reason you have 2. You take your chance right there. That ball may have just hit the corner. Obviously, ABS showed it didn't, so you take your chance and then you go right back after him after that.
Oswald Peraza will pinch hit. First time we've seen him in this series. In from the right side. Sobrowski with that tying run in scoring position delivers. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 1. 4-3 Cleveland here in the 9th. They scored 2 in the top half of the inning to take their first lead on the day, and now Sobrowski trying to close it out. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside. 1-1. Peraza batting .226 on the year with 7 homers, 24 driven in, 3 for 13 as a pinch hitter. Here's the 1-1. Called strike 2 on the inside corner. And now Sobrowski can end it with a strikeout. Peraza asks for time.
This is the guy you want right here. You got to be aggressive. Advantage count for Eric Sabrowski with Neto on deck, who you really want no part of.
The 1-2. Swung on, foul back and out of play. So we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Zach Neto has been a red-hot hitter, but he won't get a chance if Sabrowski can end it right here. 2 down, 9th inning. The 1-2 pitch. Just upstairs, and could the game end on a challenge? Bailey's going to try it. Let's see what ABS says. The challenge is a ball.
Correct. Cleveland got a challenge.
That would have been something.
That certainly would have been.
We have not seen that yet. So it's 2 and 2 on Peraza, with Lowe, the tying run, out at second base. 2 outs. The pitch from Sabrowski, way upstairs for ball 3. Another fastball from Eric Sabrowski. 3-2 the count now on Peraza, the pinch hitter. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and popped him up. First base side. Son of Factor coming on now, the second baseman. And Bozana makes the catch with a snow cone in the webbing. He somehow got it done, bailing out Lowe, who was battling the sun. Chris Jimenez, perhaps a typical end of what you'd expect to a wild road trip for the Guardians that finishes 6-0.
There is no doubt about it. What a way to finish off an incredible road trip and keep this momentum going back home for the longest homestand of the season.
Final score today, the Guardians 4, the Angels 3.
Peter & Company Jewelers in Avon Lake is family-owned and trusted for almost 40 years. From engagement rings that take her breath away to timeless pieces that celebrate every milestone. Stop in or go to peterjewelers.com. It's where Cleveland gets engaged. Things can change rapidly in this game, and that's the beauty of baseball in September.
Cheer on the Guardians down the stretch with the Ballpark Pass presented by Planet Fitness. For just $59, including all fees, you'll get a standing room only ticket to every regular season home game in September. Be there for exciting divisional matchups against the White Sox and Tigers, plus great promotions like the Jersey Hoodie giveaway, post-game fireworks, and fan appreciation night. A limited number of Ballpark Passes are on sale now. Get yours today at CLEGuardians.com.
Keep your summer fun going during Toyota's National Sales Event with a stylishly affordable Corolla. Now through August 31st, lease a new gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $219 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing for a contract cost of $11,664. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. With approved credit through TFS, price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't bust your knuckles, bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
This is Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning at 7:45, a $100 gas card. You could win at WTAM 1100.
Well, another come-from-behind win, second in 2 days here in Anaheim. The Guardians winners today, 4-3, and a perfect road trip at 6-0. And Chris, a lot of different ways to win that we've seen on this trip. But the last 2 games, I think especially encouraging from an offensive standpoint, and the bullpen, again, rising to prominence.
Yes, and you said it perfectly. The fact that you could come back 2 times being down late in baseball games, and again, I understand the Angels are in a position where maybe their record doesn't indicate they're a great team. They've still got plenty capable of talent down there, and you have to find ways to scratch and claw. I think it shows you the grit of this ball club and the no-quit, the will. This was a big moment for this group, and they answered the test.
7 in a row overall, and they are now 2 games over the 500 mark. Thank you so much for coming by and being with us here in Anaheim. I know you're back on the TV side a little bit later on in the month of September, but always great to see you. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. You get your normally scheduled program back, and you don't have to deal with me anymore. So thank you for the last 3 days.
That is Chris Jimenez on loan from Guardians TV, the former longtime major leaguer and Cleveland Guardian and Indian, and we thank him for coming by for the series here in Anaheim. Your final numbers for this one. For the Guardians, 4 runs, a dozen hits, 1 error, 9 men left stranded. For the Angels, 3 runs, only 3 hits today, no errors, and 6 men left on base. Hunter Gaddis gets the win, now 2-3. Eric Sabrowski with his first save of the season, and Ryan Watson takes the loss, falling to 1-1. Time of the game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Paid crowd, 25,161. Stay with us. It's Guardians Wrap-Up, and it comes your way next.
Cleveland Guardians Baseball has been brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. When defying the odds is your aim, the right care can change everything. By Progressive. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. By Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Cleveland Guardians. By Marathon. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning on every fill-up. Cleveland Guardians Baseball, also brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians. By Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care, your #1 choice for tires and service repair.
TTX is proud to be an official technology partner of the Cleveland Guardians. For over 40 years, we've learned, adapted, and invested in relationships as IT and voice technologies have evolved into new opportunities for businesses. But what we've learned most is that IT leaders are often the unsung heroes of Ohio's best companies and organizations, and that behind every great solution are great people. Find us on the web at ttx-inc.com. TTX, technically, people matter.
The precocious 22-year-old lines one to left, a base hit. Guardians take the lead. How about this night for Angel Hanau? And it's hit a ton. Away, back and gone. What a prodigious blast for Joe Adell.
The race for the Central Division is on, and a high-stakes showdown is coming to Progressive Field. The Guardians and Tigers go head-to-head in a 4-game series September 4th through the 6th. Lock in your seats today at cleguardians.com.
The Guardians Wrap-Up Show is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. For everyone, everywhere, for every care in the world. By Progressive. Bundle home and auto and save at progressive.com. By Bet365, where winning is everything. The Guardians Wrap-Up Show, also brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome back to Angels Stadium in Anaheim following a 4-3 Guardians win today, completing the series sweep of the Angels. We'll have all the highlights on our Honda Drive It Home game summary, hear from manager Stephen Vogt, and have much more as well. But first, a final look at the out-of-town scores from throughout baseball. And the Guardians came in 2.5 back of the first-place White Sox in the American League Central Division. White Sox hosting Texas, and they'll get started in just a little bit on the south side of Chicago. Earlier today, Tampa Bay shut out the Tigers in Detroit by a final score of 3-0. Another shutout, this one in Phoenix, as the Diamondbacks blanked the Cubs 2-0. Another shutout, this one in Seattle, the Phillies 6, the Mariners 0. That's a final now from Seattle. And some of the other action ongoing in baseball. Wild one up the coast in San Francisco. The Giants were leading the Reds 9-2 late. It's now 10-9 Cincinnati in the bottom half of the ninth inning. Elsewhere, San Diego shutting down the Pirates down in San Diego 3-0. That game in the top of the ninth. Miami leads Boston 1-0. Top of the second in Miami. And they're underway in our nation's capital, Colorado and the Nationals. No score. Bottom of the first inning. The rest of it later on. Right here, Guardians a 4-3 winner over the Angels. We have our Honda Drive It Home game summary next.
Meet water's bubblier and more energetic best friend. Bubbler antioxidant sparkling water. With tons of flavors, there's one for every occasion. Heading to the beach and need a boost of natural caffeine with 0 grams of sugar? Tropical Dreamer has you covered. Interviewing for your dream job? Pop the top on a triple berry breezer. The Tasty Trio will have you bringing your A game. Roll the windows down, turn the radio up, and take a sip of Twisted Elixir, the perfect road trip companion. There's a benefit in every bubble and a happier you just waiting to rise up. Pick up yours today at Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
2026 will be a banner year as we celebrate 50 years of the Greater Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame. Our brand new museum features interactive displays and unique storytelling of our region's greatest athletes and personalities. 540 legends from Jesse Owens to Carol Heiss-Jenkins, Katie Moon, and Stipe Miocic. Visit clevelandsportshall.com to learn how your nonprofit youth sports group could earn grant funding. Follow us on X, Instagram, and all social media.
TTX is proud to be an official technology partner of the Cleveland Guardians. For over 40 years, we've learned, adapted, and invested in relationships as IT and voice technologies have evolved into new opportunities for businesses. But what we've learned most is that IT leaders are often the unsung heroes of Ohio's best companies and organizations, and that behind every great solution are great people. Find us on the web at ttx-inc.com. TTX, technically, people matter.
At Wayside Furniture, we get it. Waiting for your dream furniture can feel like forever. That's why we offer a free loaner program, so you have something else to use while you wait. Here's the deal. Spend $1,000 or more on custom, special orders, or out-of-stock furniture, and we'll lend you something to use in the meantime, for free. Sofas, dining sets, beds, and more. Yours to use while you wait for the real deal to arrive. It's how we make things feel like home while you wait. Visit wayside-furniture.com to learn more.
Guardians a winner today here in Anaheim, and they had to come from behind in a second straight game to do it. 4-3 the final, but it started quickly for the Angels as they scored an unearned run in the first inning off of starting pitcher Joey Cantillo. With a man aboard, Vaughn Grissom hit a little tapper to the side of the mound, and Cantillo picked it up and threw it past the first baseman, and that allowed Neto to come all the way around and score. There was an error on the play, a throwing error by Cantillo, and that made it 1-0. Angels. Then, in the second inning, Anaheim scoring a couple of more on a hit batsman with the bases loaded. That was Zach Neto, who took the pitch and got drilled in the leg, and that forced in a run, made it 2-0. And the next batter, Mike Trout, with a sac fly, brought in another run to make it 3-0. But that was it for runs today for the Angels, and the Guardians would mount the comeback starting in the fifth inning. They did so with a leadoff double from Brian Rocchio. He advanced to third on a ground out, and Travis Bazzana brought him in with a sac fly to make it 3-1. Then in the eighth inning, they drew closer. Bazzana was able to reach, leading off the inning with an infield single, and then later on in the inning, Nathaniel Lowe came through. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, and that's looped to shallow left. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Scoring easily, standing up is Bazzana. Adele advances to second, and Nathaniel Lowe comes through again. An RBI base hit, and the Guardians are to within one at 3-2. So it was 3-2 heading to the top half of the ninth inning. That's when the Guardians would score the decisive 2 runs. Pinch hitter Chase DeLauder with a 1-out single in the ninth. Then Brian Rocchio with a base hit, and that brought Stephen Kwan to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and drilled deep down the right field line. One hop over the wall and into the seats. A ground rule double, which actually hurts the Guardians as Halpin scores the tying run, but that holds Rocchio at third on the double by Kwan. The very next hitter was Travis Bazzana. Second and third, here's the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, but right at the right fielder, Lowe, who makes the catch. Tagging, coming home, scoring is Rocchio, and the Guardians take the lead here in the ninth. Bazzana with the sac fly makes it 4-3 Cleveland, and Kwan moved up to third on the play. Wow. So a 2-sack fly day for Travis Bazzana, and that second one in the 9th inning put the Guardians over the top and gave them the 4-3 victory as Eric Sabrowski was strong.